Welcome to the benefits of standards-based grading. This video will explain why this course uses a standards-based approach to grading rather than the traditional 0 to 100% scoring.
In a traditional course with 0 to 100% grading, equal weight is not given to each letter grade. There is a 10% range for grades A, B, C, and D. However, there is a 60% range for getting an F. Notice, a large portion of this traditional grading scale is focused on failing. The effects of earning a 0 in this traditional grading system are harsh. You can see here that if you earn a 0 and a 100% on two equally weighted assignments, the average of these two assignments gives you a grade of only 50%. Already it feels like it's impossible to recover from this mishap. Maybe you were sick or missed a day of class due to an emergency. Either way, your grade is in a scary place. A second issue with the 0 to 100% scale is that there are so many gradations for each grade. Can you really tell the difference between a grade of 75% and 76%? And what does that difference mean? Have you ever taken a test and felt really good about how you did, only to come back with a score that didn't feel like it represents what you actually know? Maybe there was just one concept you didn't understand well, and the instructor assigned a lot of points to that problem. Does it mean you didn't know most of the content? Or maybe you just made a lot of basic math errors that reduced your score, but the work clearly shows you know the concepts. How does that score actually reflect what you know?
Another issue about traditional grading systems is that when you average your scores for the semester, it can hide your true knowledge. We can see the scores for 5 assignments for Emiko and Adriel. Notice Emiko earned 2 zeros and then scored 10 out of 10 on the rest of the assignments, while Adriel earned a score of 6 out of 10 on each assignment. Mathematically, these two students have the same grade. Do you think they should? Or does it appear that one student has a better understanding of the concepts? Adriel earned the same score each time and clearly did not improve his understanding over time. On the contrary, Emiko didn't understand the concept at first, but eventually learned the concept and demonstrated she'd mastered the content. These students earning the same overall grade is a product of using the traditional grading system and averaging all scores together. All these issues made us want to find a better way to express what students actually learned by the end of the semester.
Standards-based grading is our solution. The course is broken into individual learning objectives that you will show mastery of throughout the course. Instead of earning a total number of points for an assignment or exam, you will earn marks that indicate your mastery. Each learning objective will have its own mastery mark of M, R, P, or X based on the course grading rubric. Here's a sample rubric to give you an idea of the course expectations. The official rubric for the course will be listed in the syllabus. In this example rubric, M represents mastered, R stands for revise for mastery, P means progressing, and X indicates no evidence. To master each learning objective, you will need to earn a specific number of M's. The syllabus will list the required number of M's for each objective. Unlike the 0 to 100% scale, where you don't really know what the difference is in understanding of a 75 versus a 76%, in this grading scheme, we can clearly define the difference of knowledge and assign each learning objective an individual mark. This means the marks you earn will explain which learning objectives you have mastered and which you are still struggling with and need to get extra support to master in future assessments. Another benefit of standards-based grading is that you will have several opportunities to master each of the learning objectives listed for the course. These multiple opportunities allow your grade to improve as you demonstrate your knowledge throughout the semester.
Going back to the example with Emiko and Adriel, both students earned 30 out of 50 points for an average of 60% in the traditional 0 to 100% scale. Emiko struggled initially and then figured things out. Although she eventually learned the concepts, the zeros she earned early in the semester negatively affected her overall grade. On the other hand, Adriel started out doing so-so and never improved. Although Emiko seems to have improved her understanding of the learning objective, her grade does not show that she eventually mastered that learning objective. Let's regrade both of these students with the new SBG grading rubric. For Emiko, the 0 grades show no evidence of learning, so she would earn an X according to the rubric. Once Emiko mastered the learning objective, she started earning 10 points out of 10, indicating that she had demonstrated mastery with clear, complete, and correct work. Therefore, these scores would indicate that she earned M's on the SBG rubric. Adriel continued to earn 6 out of 10 points, each time indicating that he had shown some relevant work, but must have continued to have a fundamental error or misunderstanding. These 6s would indicate that Adriel had earned P's for this learning objective each time. In this standards-based grading system, your overall grade is based on how many M's you earn for each learning objective. As long as you eventually earn enough M's to demonstrate mastery for a learning objective, any R's, P's, or X's you earn will not count against you or hurt your grade in this class. Because we will only look for the number of M's you earn, the final grade will better show your eventual learning in the class.
Remember that exam you felt you did really well on, but your grade came back lower than you thought it should? Could you tell where you had fundamental errors or basic math errors? The standards-based grading system also helps us better demonstrate what learning objectives you've mastered and which you are still struggling with. In a traditional 0 to 100% grading system, all the information about your knowledge shown on a quiz or exam is averaged together in one score. This makes it difficult to really know what that single number means. On every quiz or exam, you will earn a separate mark for each learning objective that is being assessed. This way, you will know if you have demonstrated mastery for each learning objective or if you still need to review and gain a better understanding of the concept. This is why I use this system. It shows both the instructor and you exactly what you've learned and where you're struggling.
For more details about understanding your grade, see the 2 videos titled How to Earn a Grade with Standard-Based Grading and Understanding Your Grade in Canvas.
If you have any questions or concerns about the standards-based grading system, make sure to ask. This is most likely a very new idea to you, and it might take some time to wrap your brain around it. Your instructor will always be willing to answer any questions you have about this grading system.